Oh, stop, shut it off. What just happened?
Yes, what do you need?
My eyes are up here. Stop looking at the goods. Welcome back to another episode. We've got a pretty good one today. This is going to be the Will It Start Run video on Tiernan's haze. So we got him out here. We're working in shorts and Crocs and sandals. So Tiernan's got the valve covers off and the racks are stuck on this thing. So what we're going to be doing today is getting those racks loose. We'll get a shot here. So that's what it looks like with the valve covers off. You might have to get more force than that. I don't know.
They moved easy.
What happens if you hit the throttle?
Nothing.
It's just locked?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna have to, oh yeah. I don't know exactly how these work. I've only watched videos on it, so we'll get those loose. I believe they're right there in the middle. And right there, yeah. So this does have the Jake heads too on it, and so we'll pop those off, get those out of the way, get the injector lines out of the way, and see if I can build a tool for prying down on those injectors and loosening those up. And we'll kind of hammer this rail back and forth and see what we can get moving there in an aggressively gentle way. But that's what we'll be doing today, and if all goes well and we can get that loose, what we'll be doing is putting new fuel filters on, put some fuel in the tank, and add some ATF to clean out the whole fuel and injection system. And then we'll see if we can get this thing fired up tonight here. So I got some vice grips on here. I'm not sure how much these racks move. So hopefully that's it. So we got this side going a little bit. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know how much. We'll check the other side here now. Okay, so we're at the other side. And so far, this side feels stuck now. Just trying to look here. So it looks like, let me get my light. I don't know how to see in there. Plus this focus is horrible with the light. I don't know. Anyways, looks like this one is the one that's sticking. So you can kind of see right down there. Because I can kind of see the other ones. And they're moving a little bit. But that second one there seems to be the one that's stuck. So I'm going to muck around with this and see what we can get going. I'll keep working this a little bit and see if we can get that to come loose. I see we got some dirt back there we got to clean out. But we got fresh oil for it too. Once we get it running, we're going to run it for a bit, let the engine warm up. We'll get all the stuff that's been sitting in the oil pan all suspended and floating in the oil. And then we'll drain it out, new oil, new filter, and go from there. But we got to get it running first. So like I said before, I don't really know these motors at all. I literally don't know them at all. So what my plan is, I'm not sure if those are dual supply lines or if one's a return line. No idea how that works, but what we're gonna do is I'm pretty sure that feeds one side of the engine, that feeds the other side. So what my plan is pop those off and maybe put either ATF or diesel down there and then hook up the blowgun and try and force it through everything to re-lubricate the system, and then kind of hopefully let it sit and kind of like, I don't know if there's rubbers in there that seize or if it's rust or what it is, but if we can get some new fresh fuel in there, ATF has a lot of detergent in it, so it's really good for cleaning stuff. Guys back in the day used to run ATF with every tank of fuel just to clean their injection system. So hopefully if we can get some of that through there, through the return lines and lubricate those injectors, hopefully that'll loosen this one rack up without having to take this whole thing apart. So what we got is the same setup that I had for putting the oil and diesel fuel down the injector holes on Goliath. So what I did was I got this fitting off and I blew through that, and it's all cleaned out now. Basically smells like bar salt. But what I'm gonna do is I got a jug of ATF. I'm gonna put that in there and hopefully get this line filled, and then I'll push this ATF through there. We'll let that sit. We'll do the same on the other fuel line and let that sit, and then try it in 20 or 30 minutes and see if we can get those racks moving nicer. Not sure how much this is going to take, if it's even going to take any of it. I'm not sure if it has like a return line pressure spring or anything, but we'll find out shortly. I think I'll dump a bunch of this back and then just try and blow through what's in the line. Thank you. Hopefully I don't end up wearing all this. So that put it somewhere.
Spider.
Ah! Hold on, we're leaking. That's not good. Air gun. This is not working. I don't know. I'll come up with something else. Better system, because that's not working. Just making a mess. Up here. My eyes are up here. Stop looking at the goods. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a punch out of an old hammer handle, and I kind of ground it down a little bit so it fits in there. And then we got some hockey tape here, and we're gonna wrap that around, and that'll hopefully keep this from blowing out when we're hammering on that. So we're gonna get this wrapped up nice and tight and thick, and like I say, that'll hold all this together and hopefully keep it from blowing out. And then we'll get in there and make sure those injectors will pop down. I just don't know where my brass hammer is or anything, so we're just gonna do it the old school way. So if you aren't being redneck, are you even a mechanic?
Going to play some stick and puck, are you, bud?
Out for a rip, are you, bud?
Out in the ODR.
Wow, this tape is old and sticky. Okay, that should be good. So I'll get Tiernan up there. I'll take over the camera, and he can climb up there and see if this works. So Tiernan's gonna use my trusty hammer. I actually built this at a blacksmithing course up in Edmonton years ago, so it's been good. Try her out. Oh, now it's stuck down?
You said that happened, now we gotta just work it out.
Yeah, so now you can try the pry bar or the screwdriver, but just do it real gentle. Here, let me
Could you stick something onto that? Something vertical to pry off of that's stronger? So I don't want to pry off that rack. He didn't have Jake heads, so he could come in with vice grip the top of it, and then pry off the rocker.
Oh yeah.
Because he didn't have
Yeah, so we're gonna build a little jig here so that he can pry back up on those. Because that one's stuck down. Try the rest of them here. That one's springing back. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that one. Oh, it came back?
Yeah, it came back.
Okay. So that's good. Okay, let's go to the other side real quick. Yeah, that one's springing. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Hang on to her. Oh boy. Okay, try that front one now. Okay, so the second cylinder on each one are stuck. So let's look at this here. Ooh, come on, focus. So yeah, that's why we put the tape there. Was to try and keep that from cracking apart and just blowing out. But we're gonna have to get something on there to really pry on that. It is stuck good. I'll maybe get up there and give it a whack too while Tiernan goes and pries that other one up. What are you doing there, Tier?
Stuff.
What kind of stuff? Oh, struggle bus.
There.
So we got that Jake assembly off so we can try and get vice grips on that injector better. It is very stuck down there, so we're not having the best of luck. How did that guy flip up those rockers?
Well, he had no Jakes, so he put a vice grip on, and then...
No, he had Jake's.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he pulled the same system off the top that we did.
No, not the video I just watched.
Well, the video I watched it.
So he'd put it on there, and then he'd come in from the back, and then put it under the vice grip like this, and then
With the
pry off.
rocker arm still on there?
Yeah, he'd pry off the rocker arm.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll see what we can figure out. We'll see if we can get some vice grips on there a little better. However, we did get this side all finished. The reason that one injector wasn't going down is because it was on the ignition phase of the compression stroke, and it was already down anyways. But we were able to move it like 1/8 of an inch. So it is free. So we're good that way on the driver's side. Now we just got to get that stuff working on the passenger side. One thing I should have mentioned on this truck here, it's been sitting since 2011 was the last time they ran it and parked it. So that's 14 years ago. It's been sitting a while. So having only one injector stuck, I think is pretty good. No water in the oil, as you saw before, but yeah, we'll hopefully have it running here tonight. So now we got a better pair of vice grips on there and ended up getting that injector pulled back up. So now Tiernan's going back down with it. So it should go up and down easy now. So we're gonna get that going. We put some penetrating fluid down there to try and kind of loosen stuff up and lubricate it. Oh. So we'll see if we can get this thing moving pretty freely. And then we'll throw it all together and bleed the fuel system, and then it's go time. Ooh, that's tight. Shouldn't have to go that tight on it now, hopefully. We'll find out here in a sec how easy this comes up. Oh, look at that, like a glove. Oh man. Ace Ventura would be proud of that. Yeah, so we'll do this a few more times and then we'll put those injector lines on. We'll try and get some ATF in there next and let that lubricate as that thing goes up and down. It's all back together. Injector lines are on. Rockers are back on. Got the valve cover ready to go in. And now got to put that on, and then we'll start flushing out the fuel system with clean fuel. Get some batteries hooked up. And then, moment of truth. She's back together.
It's kind of nice you can just reach your entire arm into the fuel tank.
Just scoop it out by hand, that's how you steal it. So we got all our fuel lines back on. What we did on this filter is we got that loose there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some rags and wrap it around our air hose and jam it in there to create a seal, and then we're gonna pressure up this fuel tank until we get fuel coming out of the filter. And that should prime the system enough that we can crank it after that and get it running. So we got air going in. Now we're gonna watch for fuel coming out. Yeah, I can feel air coming out of there. Whoa, stop, 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 stop. Okay, so we got a little bit of fuel. Okay, I got that threaded in a little bit. Go again. Are you doing anything?
Huh?
You want me to show you how to wrap that?
It's coming out the breather.
I know, so keep pressure on it. I didn't tell you to stop, boy. I'm going to show you how to wrap that better.
This works great.
Alright, alright. Put that little dandelion fluff there so I can see the air coming out. Come on, little fluffer. There we go. I don't know if that's pushing fuel or just air or what the heck's going on. I don't know, air's coming out, but there's no fuel. I wonder if it just is taking that long to fill those filters. Or what the heck? Pardon? Yeah. Well, it started kind of misting out, but now it's not, it's only blowing air. Well, yeah, like, because I had it right out.
Enough to let air out, but not easily.
I don't know. Let's, you're passing me that blue rag right there. Is there a fuel shutoff valve on this tank anywhere? Go underneath and check it. That might be the problem, and it's only going through the return line. Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh,
Fuel lines there. That must be the return line. So pressuring up the tank wasn't working. I think it's just blowing air through the return line. So that should be the return line from the injection system. We're gonna put that plug back in on the filter housing, get that line taken off, and then we got a little Mighty Vac here, hand pump vacuum, and we're gonna attach that to that return line and try and pull fuel from the tank right through the system, and hopefully that works. So there's some weird noises coming out of this fuel tank, so I'm gonna try and get the camera in there. Mine won't fit here. My phone's too big. Let's see if I can go this way. Nope. Can you fit your hand down there with the phone? I don't think these phones are diesel proof, so.
Well, they're waterproof, aren't they?
Diesel's a whole different animal. It'll destroy plastics.
My phone is too low to use its flash. So.
Okay. Okay, I'll see if I can do all this with recording and running this borescope camera, which is a little foggy down there. Whereabouts we at here? I need more light in there. I don't know, this doesn't seem to be working. I'm gonna have to just do this with two hands, and I'll let you guys know what happens. So the little vacuum pump isn't working. We put the fuel line back on there, and now what I'm gonna do is that's the return line from the engine. So I'm gonna disconnect that, leave it open, plug it on the tank so it's not pushing air back through the system. And then that way it'll force fuel, and then it'll end up coming out here, and that should prime the whole system. Well, we've been fighting with this fuel system, trying to get it bled for a couple hours now. We started working on this tonight at about 8 o'clock. It's already 1:30 in the morning, and we're pretty wiped, so we're gonna call it a day and try again tomorrow. So I found a fuel pump off an old second gen 24 valve Cummins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that out, get that banjo fitting out of there. We're gonna pull that plug out and get a barbed fitting. We're gonna get a fuel line on this side, hook this up to that filter housing, get one longer than that, put it in the fuel tank, and we're gonna prime the system that way. So, but we're gonna call it a night, and we'll start again fresh in the morning. Well, we're back on day 2 here. Sorry for the hair. I was outside and it's really windy here, so I forgot my hat and my hair's everywhere. But what we're doing today is I got this fuel pump here, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get it to the filter housing. I don't know, I'm going through all my fittings trying to see what I can find. So I'm gonna keep digging around and see if I can get a way to attach those two together. So once we get that going, Tiernan just went to get a jerry can of gas or a diesel, and we'll use that instead of trying to get a hose all the way to the fuel tank and sucking out of there. So that way we can just set the jerry can right here and start drawing out of that, because I don't have long enough hose here either. So hopefully get this all rigged up here soon. So I think I got a couple options here that'll work. So I got some stainless steel fittings. So this side here should thread right into the filter housing. Then I'll get that side together and cut this off, and that should fit into this hose no problem. If that doesn't work, I'll get this one going, and it'll just thread like that into the filter housing, and same thing, put it on the end of the fuel suction line, and that should get us fuel that we can prime this whole system with no issues at all. So the other issue we ran into last night is we hooked up battery power, and after a couple minutes, Tiernan mentioned that it sounded like electrical sizzling. So something under the dash here, we got to figure out where. We haven't been able to track down, but something was smoking. So there's something shorted out, or I don't know what's going on. I wish I had a thermal camera. That'd be super easy to pinpoint this, but we're gonna have to do the old-fashioned way and let the smoke out again and see where it's coming from. Hopefully it's not a big issue and we can still fire it up and run it. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm at a loss. So we got our jerry can of fuel, we got our pump hooked up, tied it in the filter housing. My theory is it should fill that filter, go through both heads, and then there's a return line on the far head that goes straight back to the tank. So what Tiernan's gonna do is he's gonna try and get this borescope camera in there to watch the bottom of that return line and let me know when fuel starts coming through. After that, we'll hook up that battery and figure out that electrical issue and then see if we can crank it. There's a bunch of loose wires everywhere. Down there, there's what, an exposed wire right there. I think I saw another exposed one somewhere, but we'll check. Like, there's a whole bundle loose there, a bunch on the other side. So we're gonna go through all that, make sure nothing's touching or rubbing and shorting out, and then yeah, we'll get that battery hooked up and see what happens. So what we're gonna do now, are you able to find that tier?
Sort of.
Kinda. If you can find where the fuel rod is, it's just to the side of that. But what I'll do here is got my ground, and we're gonna see if we can get fuel going. So it sounds like it's sucking fuel. Can you hear it or anything in there, Tier? We got fuel coming? Well, I think that's partially promising, isn't it? You might be able to just look in there with your phone light and get enough angle looking in there to see. It's definitely moving fuel. Flashlight, I don't know. Oh, right here. You can hear a pretty steady stream though, eh?
I can see it.
Does it look super bubbly or?
Looks like someone taking a pee.
All right.
Exactly like that.
Oh, exactly? Okay. Okay. Even a little yellow. Okay, well, we're definitely going to keep this set up because Pierre's excavator, we might have to do the same on that. He picked up the starter today and he's going to get that on and try and fire it up. And if it doesn't go, he's going to let me know and we'll take this whole kit over to his place and get it primed. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shut her down. I think we got lots of fuel going through there. I can't see how much is left in the jerry can. We're going to put that plug back in and then we'll start checking this electrical and we might even just crank it over real quick and see if she goes. Moment of truth. Got the battery hooked up, no fire yet. Tiernan's going to try and crank it over and then I'm going to get ready. This is your kind of like a dead man switch or whatever the heck you want to call it, but it'll suffocate the intake so this thing can't do a runaway. So I'm going to get ready on that. Make sure you're in neutral tier. See if you can crank her.
Key does nothing.
Well, you got a push button. Look for the.
Okay, so what is
So-
the run position on this thing?
We'll just turn the key on once.
To the right?
Yeah, and then you should have a push button.
Which push button?
I don't know. Try them all.
I smell smoke. Not enough juice.
Where is that smoke coming from? I see it a little bit.
I pulled the key out. In the run position, I think it only smokes.
Okay, so that starter wasn't working.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, I smell smoke. Do you see it up there anywhere?
It'll be up in.
Where is it?
I think it's only in the run position it's smoke. Do you want me to hold it in the run position?
No, I disconnected the battery. That starter's not going, so we're probably gonna need more battery. So let's get 2 of those big batteries in here and we'll double it up with some really good ones and then we'll try again. So is your key on yet?
It's in the vertical position.
Okay, so
You need to go left or can you go right?
left should be your accessory. So turn it to the right. Try cranking. Oh, stop, shut it off. What just happened?
Yeah.
Try cranking.
Uh,
Stop, shut off. What just happened?
it's one of the gauges.
Okay, your key's off.
Yeah. It's out.
Holy. That went quick. Okay, your key's off. Holy. That went quick.
Smoky in here.
Well, yeah, but where did it come from?
Like, is it the key switch itself?
No, because it's from under here. I gotta try and get up here somehow. What in the heck? Where did that come from? Still have no idea. Okay, Tier. Vice grip, just one of those grounds on. Oh, that's probably why it lit up, is we got so much more amps. Okay, so. Frick, I still don't see nothing. I don't see any burn marks.
Where's the physical key switch on there?
I don't know where your key is. It might be down below.
It's in between the 2 biggest gauges.
In between. Like right here?
So you have those 2 massive gauges right in the bottom in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
2 massive gauges and then bottom bit right in the middle. You want to turn that on and see if it...
Well, so what I want you to do is your key's off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to hook up one ground to that smaller battery.
Just, what about the positive?
Yeah, leave the both positives.
And just the negative?
Just the one negative. Yeah.
Okay, it's pushed on.
Okay, now, is that the wire there maybe? Oh, I think I found the wire. Yeah.
You want me to turn it?
No, hold on, where does this go to? Yeah, this is the wire. I found it, so it comes over to here. Yeah, this is it here. It smoked this whole thing. Yeah, it goes up to your Jakes. So it's shorted out somewhere. I think I wanna. Like, I don't know where it's shorted out at, but she's warm and crispy. So it goes right. You know what I want you to do, Tier? Go get me those wire cutters. And I'm just gonna cut it off that switch. And then wherever it's shorted out, because that's those 2 that I said look like they're rubbing together and shorting out. And apparently it's, I don't know what the heck it's grounding out on. Like if it's grounding through the switch and just heating up only the one wire. So you can see up there. And then it goes down here. You can see it's pretty burnt there. Runs across here. We'll cut it out of there. And we'll just have to remember, we'll be able to go back through the video and see where it all goes. So we're gonna cut it over there. Ah, stop, you're getting me in the eye. Okay, so we're gonna try and pull this wire out now. So, I don't know, look on here to like, this is the side, that side right here. That was where it was kind of looking rubbed through on that other wire. So now, let's turn on that key and see if we got it, if we can let more smoke out. Like I don't want to say we're good, but I think we're good. So yeah, something to do with that Jake switch. Okay, let me hop down here. Okay, let's try that. And yeah, let me get it hooked up to the other battery so we got both going, and then we'll try it again. Okay, turn the key on. Key's on. Let's see if she goes. It turned over though. All right, let's get more juice. We'll get that battery booster on there, let it boost up for 10 minutes, and we'll give her a crank. Okay, this is the second attempt. We've had the booster on there for a bit now. Let's see if it goes. Oh. Wants to go, kinda. We might have to get a couple better batteries. That one battery I don't think is very good. Yeah. We'll get some better batteries on here and see. So I think that little one doesn't have very many cranking amps. What are we at here? Ah, it's 875. These ones I think are around, oh yeah, 925.
That's it?
Well, for CCA, 1100 cranking amps, and anyways, yeah, we'll add another bigger battery to that. See what we can do. Attempt number 284. Got the booster, and now we got 3 batteries all rigged up in there. Yeah, it looks like a mess, and vice grips aren't the best, but whatever. Should work. Okay, try it out, Tier. She's smoking. Where there's smoke, there's fire! Woo! It's actually not too bad. Sitting, what, 14 years? Ha! Nice. That's actually smoking not too bad, Tier. Look at that. Look at that grin. That's a happy kid. That one pipe quit smoking, so that's good. Sounds like it's running real smooth too. And it didn't rev out and blow up. So that's an extra bonus. Awesome. Now we gotta get this thing outside and try it out. Smoke's already completely gone. I'm gonna chalk it up and say that's a good motor. Love it. Well, Tier, what do you think? See if it revs up a little bit. Whoa! Whoa! Sounds snappy. You shut it off? We gotta figure out how to shut this thing down. Do it the old-fashioned way for now. Pretty sure starter solenoid or shut-off solenoid. Probably no wires on it. So yeah, runs good. Well, we finally got it running. That's one happy kid. Don't smile. Don't do it. Yeah, so that's pretty good project he's got now. That was one of the biggest things, was making sure it ran, and it seems to run really good. Now our next thing is we got to tackle this front diff. We're gonna pop some covers off and see what happened in there, because it just freewheels. He'll probably fire it up, air it up, maybe take it for a drive today, make sure transmission and everything works. But I think that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, share. It really helps grow this account and helps us keep getting cool projects like this. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
So it works, but I do think the transmission is half toast. And I'm finally figuring out this shift pattern.